we began our training effort inside of UAS and thought about how we could help the community come to understand all of the great possibilities that exist within the UAS industry, we really felt like there needed to be a place that the community could go. Number one, for us to train people, and then number two, for the community to be able to go to a place and explore for themselves flying UAS and see UAS being flown all over the place. And that's kind of where this idea of this park came from. Yeah, so as we got funded for this particular project, and it's important to note there's a lot of partners financially involved on this. The state of North Dakota, the STAR Fund, TrainND, A&A's donated trees. I mean, there's a lot of different partnerships that are going on financially with this. But as that came to fruition, we did an invitation for bid, and A&A Landscape won that invitation for bid. A&A has just done an amazing job of taking kind of what was up here inside my head and making it a reality out here, and I'm just so happy with the work that they've done there.
We provide anything related to landscape, snow removals, and maintenance. So we feel pretty thankful to be able to get this opportunity to work with the TrainND, and we're glad that they gave us the opportunity to show what we can provide service-wise. So we are really thankful to be able to be partner with TrainND with this job.
So we have our UAS program, and that kind of started off with a very pilot-focused, line of sight focus. So inside the UAS world, we have visual line of sight, where the drone has to stay within visual line of sight of the pilot, and then we have beyond visual line of sight, which is kind of the cutting edge of UAS. That's where our program is really expanded to. Is now we're training people on how to actually fly beyond visual line of sight. And it's actually a really exciting thing. There's really no other workforce center, and there's very few even universities that can train people, and the students actually get to fly beyond visual line of sight. Our students come out with 50 hours of beyond visual line of sight experience when they're done. We've trained quite a few people. All but one of them have been placed, and that one person has actually got a great job offer I found out 2 days ago. So we're excited about where that's going in the future of UAS. Our community, Williston, is completely invested in the UAS and moving forward with that economically, and this is just one way. This UAS Training Grounds and Park is one way that the community can come and experience that. And all the amazing things we can do with UAS. The overall vision of the park is to, number one, provide a training space for our students from TrainND Northwest as we train them how to fly UAS. Additionally to that, we wanted to create a welcoming space to the community that invited them in and would also be educational for the community members when it comes to how to fly UAS, when it comes to the uses of UAS, when it comes to the regulations centered around UAS, so that we have people that are informed and comfortable with UAS as they start to fly around and buzz around the city here. Most parks that you go into, if you try to fly a drone, you're going to get kicked out. This park is the complete opposite. You're completely invited to come here and fly and learn and grow within that industry and see if that's something that you're interested in. Senator Todd Beard has talked about how he views this space as an opportunity for our young people to come and experience UAS and to come up with ideas, entrepreneurial ideas of how they could run businesses involving drones. And so there's just so much that can be done with it. And I think that as we look at the design of this, and what A&A has done so well, is the design as people are walking up and down the path that already existed from the community. The design just invites people in and says, come in and experience this. And A&A's just absolutely nailed that aspect of it.
The idea with the plants is that they're separated in different types of plants. Like if there's like the tulips with the different colors, and they're sectioned off in each space differently. I got that idea from a park that I went to, and I really loved it. I loved it how it was educational for like children, because they had tags on them, and that's the plan that we have, is to put tags on each type of plant, so kids can learn, or just adults can learn. Everybody can learn. The community can learn how to identify the plants that are grown here in North Dakota or are good here to North Dakota.
My son, who's a second grader, is already trying to plan a field trip for his class, coming out here to see all the plants and experience this park. I think there's going to be great opportunities for educational, and that's really the number one purpose of this park is education. To that end, one thing that we've just recently decided to add to the park on the north end of the park is an outdoor amphitheater, to once again kind of come to the community and say this is about education, and it's really going to be a great educational space outdoors that community members can come and use. You can do outdoor plays, you can do outdoor demonstrations, you can do all sorts of stuff in that fashion, and we will obviously be using it for outdoor demonstrations with UAS. But I think it's going to be a really nice value add to the community, and we'll be adding that to it. We're going to be raising funds to that, so if anybody within the community is interested in helping to make that happen, we'd love to get some help financially on making that amphitheater happen.
Families coming together.
Me? Well, we feel very glad to be here. Since we started working out here, we knew it was a tough
Challenge.
yes, tough challenge. But we, as time goes by, we love to be working here in Williston, and we just feel glad to be part of this community.
We're good. For me, community is always about partnerships and coming together to make things better. And Williston does that like no other place. So just proud to be a part of that.